Oh my gosh. Can you say hi? Your brother's supposed to be watching you. I'm not going to be able to play with you right now because I have some mystery stamping. Oh, goodness. Let me tune in. If you are hopping on, say hello. I've got a room full of critters with me. I say critters. Oh, this light is very, very bright. We are going to do some mystery stamping. All right, let me share this to my VIP page. Okay, if you hear some heavy breathing, it's not me. It's, I've got a room full of fur pups. Let's see if I can zoom down to, there's Echo. There's Fives. Can you say hi? These dogs. Hey, Tammy. I get to see you Friday. Are you still coming on Friday? Hopefully. Okay. Bear with me. Please join me. Time to solve the mystery. You will not believe how big Echo has gotten because it's been a hot minute since you've been to class. Solve the mystery. Let's hope they behave. Hey, Liz. All right. Maybe, can you hear me? Yeah? These dogs. Oh my gosh. Okay, hi Betty. Let's give it a couple more minutes and hopefully I get some more people to join us. I am in my craft room and I've got one, two, I think there's another dog in here. So if you hear some heavy breathing, it's not me. It's these little fur puppies right here. They slept all day, and so now they're hyper. They're supposed to be hanging out with their brother, but... Hi, Lisa. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. If you're not local to Tennessee, please leave a comment where you guys are tuning in from. We are going to do some mystery stamping. So... I took last week off. We had a round of storms here in Tennessee, and it was giving me really bad headaches. So last week I kind of played hooky, and you can do that when you own your own business. Well, this week it has caught up to me, and it's only Monday. So I realized that I didn't post the clues, and this morning I scrambled to create this project for us to do today. So, yeah. Hey, Shar. Okay, so clues were sent out, and hopefully some of you guys have your own projects prepped up. If not, just you can share later. So, hey, Shar. All right, so I am actually going to be playing with Sunrise Sailing. This is actually an online exclusive, and it does have coordinating dies and an embossing folder. And if you are a boater, this is a must-have. So I really like this set. I actually debuted this set last month in my classes. So, okay. So I am let me introduce myself. I am Becca with Becca's Creation, and I live in Tennessee, which is about half an hour north of Nashville on a good day. So I'm glad to be here with you guys. And so, yeah, so this is a monthly thing. And yeah, I lost a dog. But okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. And yes, I know, Liz, I deserve a break, but now I'm, you went to work and now I'm all alone and I have to prep everything myself. So, well, not myself. I've had a few people volunteer, but it's just not the same. So Shar has you now, but okay. So I am going to flip you guys around and we are going to get started. So if you get motion sickness, you might want to just cover your eyes until I flip you over. Make sure that you are in the camera view. Okay. So again, we are playing with the sunrise sailing. Let me make sure that this is not a glare, but we are playing with the sunrise sailing stamp set. And our first clue was it was a colored cardstock, measuring at 4 1/4 by 11. Let me get my scrap paper out of the way. So I am using Secret Sea. And I'm going to tell you right now, I went on a cruise last month with my husband and we went scuba diving. And I'm going to tell you, the deep part of the ocean, this is the color, y'all. This right here, when you can't see the bottom floor of the ocean, this is it right here. It's Secret Sea. So, okay. So we are playing with this card right here. It's 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 5 1/2. And then you're going to score it again at 2 3/4. So, and this is the way we're folding it. Let me get my bone folder. So again, this is one of our new in colors. It's called Secret Sea. So this piece measures 4 1/4 by 11. And we scored it at 5 1/2 and then 2 3/4. So this is how our fold should be right now. Okay, and then our next piece of paper will be a white, basic white or vanilla, a neutral color. This measures 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm actually going to glue that down here. So let's go ahead and glue that down. How's everybody doing? I can share. Yes, absolutely. Share away. Share away. Like, leave a comment, share. I am all for it, Shar. I am here for it. Okay. So I glued that down and we need some DSP. Now, I decided to go with Boho Vibes. Hi, Joy. And this paper is so much fun. And if you're not familiar, it's got a stamp set that goes with this set also. But this is a paper that I decided to pull out. So, again, this is Boho Vibes. And we need scratch that. We need this piece. This is cloud cover. So this measures 5 by 3 3/4. So it's 5 by 3 3/4. And then now I'm going to grab my DSP, my designer paper. And this measures at 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So, hi, Michelle. Okay, so what I did was I trimmed it down because I am using the sunrise sailing. So I wanted to give the illusion that it's sailing on the water. Yes, there's some green here, but we'll just pretend like it's land or not. But you get the gist of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece, or if you don't like booger glue is what I call this stuff, use your favorite adhesive. But I'm going to glue this down to my other piece of colored cardstock, which, again, this is the cloud cover. It's like, it gives off bluish, grayish color, so I really like it. Okay, so And then now what I'm going to do is I am going to, actually, hold on. I got one more piece of DSP here from that same pack. This measures 2.5 by 3 3/4, and it almost looks like rays of sun. So we're just gonna glue that down here on the bottom portion of our card. So, all right. Trying to think. Maybe I want to do it this way. So y'all, look at my nail. I I slammed it, one of those doors at Disney. I was removing my, hold on, let me show you what I got. So they had these little door hangers for our front door, our door, and it was getting caught in the handle. So I was trying to shift it and beat the door before it shut, and well, the door won, and it totally hit my nail here, and it hurt like a son gun. It doesn't hurt. It looks like it hurts, but it doesn't hurt anymore. So good times, good times. Okay. So now I'm going to take my paper here and I am going to, trying to think. Yeah. Did I not do this right? Look, I did not do this right. Y'all don't pay attention to me. This should be lined up to the top part here. I scored it on the wrong. That's what, the cookie? He's right here. My son just walked in the door and he's giving the dog some cookies and look, doesn't this look like an Oreo? It's a doggy cookie. Here, nice. So my husky, he's very, needy. When I say he's needy, is he does not come and get treats. You have to give it to him. He's crazy. So I'm basically using this piece right here on the bottom as a focal point to make sure that I cover it up. And so I'm just centering it on here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set this off to the side because I need to do some stamping. So let me get some scrap paper. I am going to use Secret C, my ink pad here. Of course, can't see the comment. That's our 5. Yes, it is. You know all about 5s. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Sailboat here. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with this stamp set for the bottom of the Sailboat. And I am going to stamp off because this, I'm using Mossy Meadow here, is very juicy. I had to use my backup because, so I've got 2 sets of inks. One for me and one for classes. And when I went to grab the ones that I use for classes, it looked old. I'm not going to lie, it looked really old. Okay, so I needed to stamp my Sailboat, and then I now need to cut this out using the dies. You guys still with me? And set this off to the side, set this off to the side. Close this. Oh, I need to stamp. I need one more stamp. I think this will work. Hold on. Okay, I've got a punch here and need to punch this out because I'm going to use that as part of my card. You'll see what I'm going to do here. But I want to stamp my sentiment on this little punch. It says, "You're destined for great things." This is a great graduation card. But I think pretty much everybody's graduated already. So, oops. Okay. And I'm going to close my ink pad. And now I'm going to get my dies. So I need this one and I need this cloud here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this cloud. So, I need some Post-it notes. The sun is finally out. You would have never thought it rained all day. But like I was saying, is last week, there was so much pressure. And my headaches normally aren't that bad. But man, oh man, last week it was horrible. Oh, Fudge, you're going to have to stay in here now, buddy, because I am not going to leave. No, he just heard Dad's home. He's trying to get outside. You're going to have to wait, buddy. Oh. All right, so I'm using my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, my mini, to cut out my image here. I'm going to set that off to the side. I need to go ahead and, let me get a scrap paper that doesn't have blue ink everywhere. You guys still with me? I always have white scrap paper laying around. All right, so I'm using the cloud die. Hi, Deb. All right, so I'm gonna set this off to the side and we're gonna start assembling. Okay, so this is what we have right now. We have our images. I want to stamp Ahoy on my cloud. So I'm going to stamp Ahoy. I'm just going to stamp this off right here to this left side of this cloud because I'm going to have the sailboat hanging off of that top part there. All right, so let me play around with this real quick. I'm going to put that here. I need to get some dimensionals. I love dimensionals. Okay, so do you guys pick from the middle or do you work your way around? Hey, Deb! Debbie! Send me some of that Florida weather. Not the hurricane part, but you know, the nice sunshine. All right, so I'm going to glue this down because I am popping up my sailboat. It's going to be like right up here. I think that looks good. Thanks for sharing, Debbie. Y'all, I think this is the most I've had in a long time. I'm here for it. All right, so now I'm going to pop up my sailboat. Okay. I'm not going to stamp in the middle. Is that what you're referring to, Liz? Yeah, I'm not going to stamp the middle. I'm just going to leave that blank. I'm going to be lazy. All right, so I'm going to stamp that there. From Michigan. How's the weather up there? Is it chilly? Okay, I have some birds. So this stamp set has dies for the little seagulls. But I'm going to stamp mine directly onto the paper. So I'm going to go and stamp one right here. And then one right here. What do you think? Too cute. All right, so remember this piece right here? I need to put some dimensionals on here because this is going to help me keep my card upright. So I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals here. Girl, Mickey is melting. I was there a couple weeks ago. All right, so I put dimensionals here. Do you know where I'm going to put this? So remember this right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this on the bottom. So when they open the card, it'll, what do you think? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What do you think? I like the colors too. It's very, what's that, the marine colors? Picking off the dimensionals. Oh, in the middle. Oh, okay. 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 All right. So let me close this up. I am the worst crafter. My station's always messy, I tell you. Anybody else? I am so, it's horrible. Okay, so here was the original card. Oh, yes, it's an Easel card. See how it lays? And this is the one we just did. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? All right. What I'm going to do is I am going to, let me flip this around so you guys can see me. That was the ceiling. I tell you, it's Hot Mess Express here. Okay, so what I'll do is I will share all the tools that I used and the picture of this card on my page. It'll probably be in a few. Hubby just came home, so, and I'm going to have me meatball sandwich. So I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, it's nautical. See, it's like as soon as I go live, I forget words, but if you know me, I always forget words. I make up my own words, so just don't pay any attention to me. But yes, it's very nautical. I don't know what I said. Probably said something else. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this session of mystery stamping. And if you decide to take some of the clues that I provided and create your own card, please share with me. I'd love to see your creations. So, all right. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.